Hello everybody and welcome. Well, it's the day after and we've taken the lid off the kiln and, well, a few surprises I have to say and not entirely what I was expecting. In fact, a few shocks. Let's go down into the kiln where the action is. I'll try to explain as best I can, just adjust the camera focus here. Right, here we are, we're going down into the top of the kiln. Now, there we have it. So, as you can see, or maybe you may not see too clearly, but down here, in fact I'll just swing the camera so you can see in a bit more detail. Can you see there? There's a couple of pots, namely that one there and that one there, that have completely disintegrated. They've just melted. Clay was not refractory enough to sustain the temperature that we went up to. We went up to about nearly 1300 degrees centigrade. So I am quite mystified as to what actually went on there. Obviously the clay, I must have got muddled up with some clay. But anyway, join me as we take out the pieces. Here we have almond wood ash on with some wax resist here. This is a homemade glaze. This was actually raw glazed, that pot. So let's put these, find a little place there. Put some of those things over there. What else we got? Here on this shelf, this was, now this, as you can see, this pot that melted onto this pot, which I'll have to grind that off. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's a poured design, as you can see. Poured over, spooned over. That one over there. Another poured bottle. That's okay. Now, down in that corner there, quite a nice little iron slip bottle, scratched through decoration with a white glaze over the top. That has quite a nice little piece, that, quite like that. Here again, the almond wood ash and red clay mix. Quite a nice little cylinder. I did those as much as anything as some tests. Here we have the piece that was slipped over with the soil from Tenerife in the Canary Islands. Obviously very high in iron, very high iron content, not really melting properly. So, but that's always good to start. Just do a test with the material as it is on its own. You can then play around and alter that, but obviously very high in iron. There's that one. Another bottle. With banded lines in iron oxide directly onto the clay, with motifs also in iron oxide. A little bit of falling stuff off the roof has gone there onto the lip of the bottle, which I will have to grind is the word I'm looking for. Off. Another little bottle here, small bottle, with again same treatment. Yeah, that's quite nice. Quite pleased with that one. Quite nice. Now I've got to get out the debris. So if you've got stuff in the kiln that's stuck, use something wooden to See this? My goodness me. What was that clay that I used? The bottle would have been quite nice, but obviously it's going to have to be cleaned up somewhat. So, that over there. Now, this guy, just make sure we are in the picture. Yeah, we are, that's good. This guy is quite stuck. Probably going to have to take the whole shelf out with that on as it is. You see there the difference between a pot that's clay that's refractory enough to withstand the temperature and one that isn't. Complete meltdown. That would have been a nice bowl as well. So that's a pity. That would have been a nice bowl. Now underneath here I've got a plate that was an order for somebody that they have been waiting for. I think, thankfully, I think that one has come out okay. Great. So that's good. Some good news.
Why do you do that?
Why do I tap it? Why do I tap it? Habit. I don't know. You do. I think as a potter you do tend to. Now you see I put that plate onto a bat, and under the bat was pads of clay because my shelf here is warped. Now this is going to be a job to clean this off, this shelf, because of the... Now, can you see the cone down there where I'm pointing? Let's see if we can get this shelf out. Oh, we've got some things going on underneath here, haven't we? Now, you see what's happened here, folks? Melted down onto the shelf below and is... We'll put that one over there because that's going to have to be have a big grinding operation. Well, what have we got down here? Let's have a look. Okay, it's not all bad news. You see, you have to take the rough with the smooth. How you can learn and see what you did wrong, and sometimes mistakes can lead to new developments, so keep your mind open. Little ramekin, quite nice. Now I've got a selection down here of tea bowls of different, all with mixtures of glazes on of different kinds. This has got like a Hakami type wash. Little bottle bars there with motif, quite nice. It's come out quite well. More tea bowls here. Some come out better than others. This is very much a test firing. I had a lot of test pieces in here. You see, these are all tea bowls with a homemade glaze on. Feldspar, wood ash, and that red clay. Another tea bowl. Ah, more from Tenerife, Canary Islands. You see, very high in iron. And another little cylinder with wood ash. I'm just passing these out. This was like a wax resist. Now that hasn't come out very well, I don't think. The white slip wasn't thick enough. However, a couple of little dishes here. Refractory clay, this. A lot of grog in it. Another one there. A T-bowl. Again, another one of those ones I did with a. I did this as a demo actually yesterday, doing wax resist, but the motif not really coming out as clear. Ah, this is interesting. That little number. Oh, look at that. Now that, folks, is a clay that I went and dug myself, and that's had nothing added to it. It's just sieved. But you see, it's withstood. It's refractory enough, in other words. Yeah. So that's a good little positive. Right. Let's take the props out of the kiln. Now, when you're unpacking your kiln, your props sometimes will have scabby bits on the ends. Don't forget to grind them off, because otherwise you get rocky shelves. And when you release the shelf, just rock it a bit like that before you lift it, to release any kiln furniture that might be stuck to the bottom of the shelf. Let's just swing the camera down in a bit here into the bottom of the kiln if we can, just so you can see what's going on down there a bit. You see there, we've got some GP bowls down there, so let's hoik them out. Here we are, GP bowls, folks. GP bowls, and just tap them together like that, you see. That releases them. Celadon glaze on the inside. No great shakes, but just good utilitarian wear. Quite nice. They come apart like eggs. Another one here. Good. What have we got down here? Oh, more ramekins. Whoop! Haha! Nearly dropped him. That's just to see if you're awake. Take a walk on the wild side. Okay, there we go. And last but not least, whoops, knocking the place about. Another T-bowl. And oh, look at that, more mud from Tenerife. Okay, that obviously can't be used as a glaze and needs working with. And another little almond wood ash one. Right, well, it's clean up time, and just get back up here. Well, folks, thank you for joining me. As you can see, well, some things to learn from that experience and some cleaning up to do, but that's life, isn't it? That's life as a potter. It's not all plain sailing. Sometimes you get things that go wrong, but we learn from them. Okay, Simon Leach saying, hang on in there, keep practicing. We'll see you soon.